Hello everybody, this is Jack Holman and today is another training class and I'm very glad you could make it or listen to the replay. Today I'm going to cover some questions from the members who are on the call, and I have some great update, very great update from Lead Finder Jack to help you with finding new clients. So here on the call, let me ask you this question again, and I'd like to have that to know that knowledge. Who has 0 clients at this point? 0 clients. And learning, learning about local marketing. Type in 0. So, okay, I see Tasha 1, I see all 0 I mean. Okay. So type in, between 1 and 5 if you have 1 client to 5 clients. So I got a little bit sense where you're at. Okay, so you have your feet wet, but you probably haven't made it that you can pay all your bills. Okay, I see more coming in. John, I thought you had more clients. So maybe they are very well paid clients, that's possible, but typically you need a couple of more to get a good paycheck. So type in if you have more than 5 clients. More than 5 clients. Good job, Carrie. Who has more than 5 paid clients? Only Carrie tonight? Or we have more people on the call who has 5. I think not everybody has answered the question. That's, it's your choice how you want to interact it with me. It helps me to know what's going on with you guys. Okay, so for those who don't know me, I'm Jack Holman, and this is an old slide. I'm 50 years old actually, and I spent more than 1.5 million on Google, so they're still old. This is from about a year ago. So then you can see how much spent I do in about a half year. So John, let me kick off. John started with a very good question. Tonight there are 2 elements. I'm going to answer your guys' questions, and I'm going to show Lead Finder Jack. And really, I love the new version for Lead Finder Jack, and you will too. So, but since you had to sign up again for the webinar, I see still members signing up. So let me jump to Lead Tracker Jack. Lead Tracker Jack. Round robin, because John was saying, how works round robin in call CD in Lead Tracker Jack. Okay, so let me open an account. I haven't set up actually in this account round robin, but I will do for John. If John wants to use his account, then just give me the username and password and I will do it in your account. But if you prefer not, then that's fine for me too. So I will go over this a little bit later, okay? But so to set up round robin, what is actually round robin? Round robin is that you have 1 phone number which is connected to multiple campaigns, businesses. Okay, so first step is you set up those campaigns, because that is where you send those calls to. Do you get that, John? Do you get that? First you set all the campaigns. So then once you have set up those campaigns where you want to send this call to, you click on all campaigns and click on round robin. Okay, does everybody get that? So it's pretty simple. Set up the campaigns, you go to all campaigns and round robin. Okay, now you click on quick add, and you want to add a round robin. Okay? Add round robin. Okay, 1 second. Something is not working. I think, John, you're right. New round robin number. Okay? We do it from here, but that button was not working. So let's say you want to have the local number 561. I happen to know pretty good what's available, what's working. So it will show if a local number, Boca Raton or West Palm Beach. But I like Boca Raton because that is the city where I'm from, and I can use that number another time. So I select this number, which I like. I press continue. Then I can set some specific. Do you want to record the call? Do you want to hear a greeting? And if you do, you can, this call may record it for training purposes, or you can upload a file, okay, for the message, so the greeting where people hear when they call in. You can select voice, male or female, the language, and whisper message is the person who hears the call. Okay, so if I call from John Anderson LLC, okay, so now the call receiver hear that call, and then you can send me an email alert for every call or a missed call, okay, or do not send an email. But let's send an email alert to myself, John Anderson, and I just make this up at email.com, and let also send to the client, because they also need to know that. So client llc.com, okay, and then submit, and then that round robin number is more or less set. Now then he's going to show the clients where you can connect the round robin to. If you have 5 campaigns here, it will show you 5. So I want to connect that round robin to those campaigns, and let's say round robin 1, and give the name John, okay, and save my changes. So in the round robin overview, I see here round robin now, okay. It is connected to G&D. That is the phone number which we just ordered, and this number get connected either with that number or with that number. It happened to now the same company, but typically it is another company, okay. So if you want to change some settings, because how can I use an existing tracking number? Okay, I will cover that, John. It's very easy, but let me go over the settings, and I will show and answer you later. So the round robin actually has a lot of settings, which most of them are default. We already covered the call recording, the whisper message, call from John Anderson LLC. If you want to show the caller ID from the caller, email alerts, send an email, you see John Anderson, email, client LLC. Now comes the call option, and that's no other software is able to do how Lead Tracker Jack is able to do. Either you have 3 options, main option. Connect the call to all the campaigns at the same time with highest priority. So actually, if you want to have maximum result, that the call get answered, you want to have them connected to all the campaigns at the same time, and whoever answers the call gets that call. Or what you can do, forward the call next after X seconds. So first it gets connected to company 1, and if company 1 doesn't answer the phone in X seconds, the call gets connected to the next campaign, or connect the call only to one campaign at a time. And that is the typical setting what it used to be. Now we can even make it more advanced. If you only get paid for a certain amount of calls per week for one company, you can have the call connected to another company. So let's say you get cap duration, say I get I only get 10 calls to one company, and let's say 100 calls to the other company. So if that call gets connected 10 times in a week to company 1, the other calls get to company 2. Okay? Yes. So another option is prioritize. You see that? I want that company 1 gets all the calls because I get paid more than company 1. So each time until the cap has been reached, it tries to connect to company 1. If that company, doesn't answer the phone in X seconds, then I want to connect to company 2. So there's a lot of flexibility. It all depends how the company pays you, how they answer the call, that is how the setting. So it's very flexible. Okay, let me update this. Then let me go to call CD again. One second. Internet speed is causing problems. So we go to all numbers. And John's question was, how can I move a tracking number to a round robin number? Because you might have started with a tracking number, but now you want to use that number as a round robin number. So you click on action and then you see move to round robin. Now this number is going to move in the pool of round robin. You get it, John? Go to numbers, all numbers, click on action, and you can move this number to round robin. But if you click on this, there is something like I can move a round robin number back to trackers number. So that option, because there's much more data around a round robin, which doesn't fit in a single tracking number. If you pause all other campaigns, it is the same like a single tracking number. Okay? Because you can, if you do edit number, you can round robin. So if you click on round robin here, you can say round robin, I want to have this not anymore connected to this company, so I just pause it. Okay, now all the numbers will automatically only connect to the active. So if you have a bunch of campaigns connected to the round robin, you just can pause the ones you don't want to connect the call. John, does this answer your question? Who has more questions about round robin? Round robin is so powerful. Okay, it's so powerful. It's unutilized, I know. So since we are here, I want to show one new feature which you should use, and I haven't go over it now, but I do it very quickly. So if you have those tracking numbers and go to edit that tracking number or if you just click on that number, you see text message alerts. Not only email alerts, but also text message alerts. Okay? So now you can send a text message the same way as you did with email for missed call, you know? All those kind of things you can do, and it's very powerful. So you want to make sure that your client either picked up the phone or is aware that he got a call. You can have as many campaigns as you want on the round robin. Do we get paid for text? I think it's 1 cent per text message. Very cheap, John. You don't see it almost on your bill. And I hope you would see it, then it means that you get a lot of calls. But it's very cheap. Okay, so does it answer you guys round robin question? And then I want to jump to Lead Finder Jack, because I think now most members were able to sign up now. So you're welcome, John. So let's jump to Lead Finder Jack. And okay, so again, I'd like to know who's on the call and who of your guys does own Lead Finder Jack, you know? I want to order Lead Tracker Jack, okay? Okay, let's finish that. If you want to order Lead Tracker Jack and you are not goldcrd.com. One second, let me go over. Don't have an account. Okay, if you don't have a Lead Tracker Jack account, you just sign up here, okay? Sorry for that. Okay, so please answer yes or no if you own Lead Finder Jack. So I know, Carrier, I need to forward your question to Eric, you know. So I see yes, 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 no, no, no. I own Lead Finder Jack. Good, Justin. Thank you. So where is it? Did you get for the lead call CD? I got the link. Or you might be on a mobile, so let me put it here then. Okay, if you're on a mobile, then you probably haven't seen it. Okay, I don't know why that is, but okay. Okay, so you want to install the latest version. I don't know what's called. It's 1 point. If you go to settings, update history and downloads. So you want to know you want to be on version. Let's jump here. You want to be on version 1.3.3. 1.3.3. We jump. Do you guys see this? We jump from 1.25 to 1.33. That means we had a lot of internal testing. We had beta testing going on because those updates are major. Are really made major. Okay, we listen to you guys. And one of the things what came back, and we understand those things. Okay, so when you change from campaigns, let's say I do car repair to dentist, it took quite a bit of while to plumber. Took quite a bit of while to build up this screen, and now it is, I don't want to say instant, but it's 500 times faster. Okay? So if you have the existing Lead Finder Jack, you should only open the software. It will pop up a screen to update, to only to do the update. Okay, so you will see a screen, you go to settings, and there is something like here, install the update. It's very simple. You don't need. That is why we don't make a big push of all those updates. Everything goes on the background for yourself. The reason why I want to cover tonight is there are so many great improvements in that which you want to experience. Okay, so let me get the text file for myself with all those improvements so I don't skip them. Let me, somewhere it is hiding. Let me get it. Okay, I got it here. Let me build up back the screen. Okay, you guys all with me? So Lead Tracker Jack and Lead Finder Jack are two different products. Lead Tracker Jack is for tracking the calls, invoicing. You can do round robin and text messaging with it, so all kind of advanced features. But with all of what you do, you need a client. And Lead Finder Jack will help you to find a client. And tonight we're going to over the latest updates, 1.3.3. Okay, so small things first. You go to emails, you go to settings, you modify settings, and there's a new field, sender name. So you want to enter this like Jack Hotman, your name, because that shows much nicer in when the company gets a demo at leadfinderjack.com. So that shows much nicer to that they see your name. Okay, so that is okay. Save settings. So now if you do modify settings, the sender name is filled out. Everybody get that step? Okay, second thing is, so you might not always be interested in those columns. You click on columns and I say, I don't care about Google Plus. I don't care about reviews. I don't care about if they're mobile, and I press OK. So now you get only the columns seen and listed which you are interested in. Okay, this display get much cleaner. Depends which service you want to offer. Does everybody get a step? You click on columns and you just select where you are interested in, and then you filter on those columns. Okay? So the next big update is in search. So some of you guys don't do mobile marketing. They don't care about it. Or they don't do reputation marketing. Why should you search on all those things? Okay, so you can uncheck those. So don't search reviews, don't search on mobile. So the big advantage for you is that the lead finder search much faster. Okay, so let me ask a question. The question coming in like hell. So being pulled from Google, is the data being pulled from Google? So the initial data is coming from Google Search, Google Maps, or Manta, and you can also research the company. If you look at Google Search, you can select if you want the ads on the top of Google, or places, or the banner, Or you can say I want to do organic, and it maps, everything is, maps is those listing on the maps, and you can select Manta. So there is where you pull the data from initially. The next step is you get the website URL. Then it finds all kind of things on the website. Is it mobile? What is the email address? What is the phone number? And it also goes to Google Plus to find all the reviews and all kind of other information. Okay? Oh, yeah. Can Lead Finder Jack find and send? Yes. So if you do search Google and you would uncheck, so that's how you want to do it. You want to search in Google and only the ads, the Google AdWords ads. Okay? Now you only target the companies who advertise on Google. And that is a very good question. That is actually the reason why I invented Lead Finder Jack. Because I want to work with companies who have a marketing budget. I don't want to start actually with a company who just starting off where $100 is a hell of money. I want to work with companies who like to spend between $1,000 and $10,000. That is how and I have much better experience with those companies. Their service is in place. They appreciate your work. You just need to generate some calls. And to generate some calls is not that hard. Okay? Yes, Justine, you got it. Yes, and I will go over the email because it has an autoresponder inside too. So what I wanted to tell is you can't skip searching if the website is mobile, and you can't skip searching for reviews. If you're not interested, you don't need to search, and it improves the speed of getting the information you're looking for. Search, you can enter the number of pages. So now you can search the amount of pages you're looking for. Default is 2. Default is 2, but you can also increase that number to a higher number. Okay, so 5 or whatever. It's more or less if you're looking for the natural SEO. The next is search pane. You can direct the number of page search. Now, so now you don't see it, but in the background we are getting more phone numbers. We are more successful to getting more phone numbers. Okay, the biggest change. It's on the background, but if you select Google, it used to be in a setting that you can only search 1 per minute, It had to be in wait time. We are able to do as many, now let's say each 5 seconds we do Google search, okay? So you will find much faster your result, much faster than any other software out there. Okay? We beat any other software. They don't have that technology we have in place. So the search in Google goes much faster. And we will implement that technology for every search, for maps also, and for Manta later on. But Google is already done. Okay? So, another big change is that if you change the campaign, it goes more or less instantly, It used to be a lot of time that this screen was built up. Now it's I don't want to say instantly, but very fast. It used to be that they had to build up the screen. Another is that when you search for servers in a certain location, it is more focused to that location. It doesn't mean that's 100%. If you only do maps, it will, but if you do natural SEO, it will find better results for that location, better than before. It is not 100%, okay? So there's also include with no emails. It used to be that always had to be a campaign with an email. Now you can use this and you can include with no email. Now also the campaigns get shown, the company gets shown but doesn't have an email. And then I think this is not new, but user-defined tokens. So if you go to settings and you want to have some user-defined tokens, you can enter those, you can modify those. That you can use those tokens in the email. And also the company, if you want to have company tokens, you can show them also here. Okay, that is an upgrade, as Manta is. So if you want to go for the upgrade here, and then I don't know, you can't see the screen, I think. So let me change that a sec. So you go to this screen and it's only $9.99 per month, and you get all the updates, all the new features which we come on a regular basis. We work every day. My programmer Eric is working on this tool. We get your questions in lead in the Facebook and in the support, and we prioritize those. So if you go back to Lead Finder Jack, then under the email section you have those templates, and you can define those templates. You just use those tokens as you need, which are here, and you create your email. Then you go to the campaign, modify it, and here on the right hand side you can say I want to use this email, and I want to use email number 2, and this email I want to send after 9 days, and those are 15 days, let's say. So this becomes your I don't need mobile. This is your autoresponder. Okay, so your autoresponder is within Lead Tracker Jack, Lead Finder Jack, sorry. So I don't know, here's the link if you want. Let me go over, change the screen. So it's very simple, leadfinderjack.com. And put that in the chat box. The Lead Finder Jack is partly its email scraper. It does also have an autoresponder in it. It searches information based where you're looking for. If you want to target, if you want to do mobile websites, if you want to do reputation marketing, if you want to do social marketing, it finds all that kind of information. If you say I only want to target people, business who are advertising on Google AdWords because they have a marketing budget. Do you think it is effective to reach prospects clients via email or by phone first? Phone, I think, is better, but you have to have that skill set. I spoke with a member about a week ago. He sent 80 emails he got 5 responses and he signed up 1 client in a couple of days. I have multiple lead extractors and this one is definitely the most comprehensive. Yeah, and I'm not saying that other lead extractors are not good. Um, most of them, they don't have an autoresponder system in it, and we keep updating the software. You know, it is just that is not a WSO product. That is just yeah. I just didn't make a good point. What you want to do, this is what you want to do. Okay, in the email you tell a little bit about yourself, about your company, and you say, okay, if you are not afraid to call, I'm giving you tomorrow a call to follow up how I can help you the best. And in the email you want to have a link to a website, and a website speaks about that niche, that you are the specialist for that niche. That works. And then you have to see, you know, I'm focused on mobile marketing, I'm focused on certain niches, I have reputation marketing, set a website, I want to prospect people who or business who are spending money online with AdWords. All kind of things are possible. And then if you go back to the Lead Finder Jack tool, you can sort on things. Even you haven't searched on those specific things, within Lead Finder Jack, you are still able to filter on those things. And now we improve the speed significantly, more than 100 times. You don't see any pop-up coming up anymore that, you know, you scrape too fast. Now it becomes fun. Changing from campaign is just a couple of seconds. Google every 5 seconds. No other tool is able to do that, I guarantee. Every other tool, they can only scrape 1 time each 60 seconds without getting in problem. They don't have the latest technology we have implemented. I should change the name to Turbo Speed Jack. So, any other questions you guys have about the new features, Lead Finder Jack? If you have any questions, I'm always on the support. So if you support at if you do support at Jack Hopman for Lead Finder Jack, that's fine too. Leadfinderjack.com. That's actually, they go then in the right. I don't think I spell it right. Correct? Support at leadfinderjack.com. Okay. We are always working on new features like tracking email open rates. It's not implemented yet, but that is on the list. Yes, Lead Finder Jack. If you go to Lead Finder Jack, there is actually a lot of training inside. You go to tutorials, and then it lists all those training videos. It has a help desk. Freakers ask questions. It has the settings. So it's all what you need. Okay, Frankie, I will let you in. Does the training include the recent updates, Jack? Not really. They are more general, but the updates are more behind the scenes. Things make much faster, like the Google Speed Search. It doesn't have that columns training, but I don't think you need a lot of instruction for that. It doesn't have the export training, but you just click. If you do export, you just click what you need and you export it, CSV, and how the CSV file get built. So you just click. If you want to do auto select, you just go over those menus. It's very straightforward. Yes, and this webinar is recorded, so you can also go over that if you want. But we try to make it as simple as possible. So if I see 3 times the same question in my support, that's when I'm thinking, wow, I need to think on it, that you guys don't ask those questions. What is the value of a Manta client compared to a Google Ad client? Just you get more leads, so it's just a different source of getting leads. Not everybody is on Google Ads, so if you are looking for a lot of companies, Manta is a great source. If you're sending emails from Lead Finder Jack to clients, can you also read emails from this system as well? Now what you do is go to emails, you set to settings, and this email is your Gmail email. So if they send it back, you can read that email in Gmail or whatever email you want to get. So if they reply to your email, you read it. Gmail is a good thing, and also in your Outlook. So you can read those replies. Any other questions? So who's on the call, and is there a technique that allows me to send 100 of emails per day? I have noticed that many email programs will consider it as spam. Yes, you can send 100 emails per day. So it depends on your email send provider, but 100 is not that much per day. So we are always working on new updates, and you always want to update. We always updating new features. So most tools cost $97 or more, and Lead Finder Jack is only $47, guys. It's in peanut. So Daryl said, I just updated from 1.33, looks good. Okay. So if you have some problems with email sending, there are some email provider senders. Send me a support ticket and I can guide you to it. I don't have that information with me now. Are there updates for Lead Tracker Jack or just Lead Finder? Lead Tracker Jack has a lot of updates. I know, and I haven't covered them. I just went over to Round Robin, and I didn't go over it in detail because I want you guys focused to get clients. But Lead Tracker Jack gets a full team is working on Lead Tracker Jack the whole week. Okay. And it has round robin, invoicing, all kind of things, and text messaging. So the interface, so it gets continuously improved, and it's all based on your guys' feedback. How many biz types are included in Lead Finder Jack? I don't know. You can create as many campaigns you want. You just click on create. It doesn't limit you. You give the name and you enter keywords. Very simple. Any other questions? So I really want to thank you for your time tonight. All you guys had to sign up again, and I appreciate that you signed up the last minute. And I hope the recording is successful, and I will send out the replay. So thank you guys for all your time.